KevG weather overview recapping the rain from yesterday. There was a big difference between just north of the city and in and around the city versus south over Long Island and Jersey. But these were the rainfall amounts as of 3:30 yesterday, and more fell on top of what is shown here. So areas in this red bullseye here in that circle, they got between 4 and 6 inches of rain. So too much of a good thing in a very short amount of time, and that's why you saw major flooding across the Bronx and Westchester and Southwest Connecticut. They were inundated yesterday with way too much rain in a too quick of a fashion. I think we'll have a chance to dry out the next 7 days. In fact, the main story is going to be heat. And you're going to hear a lot of talk about heat waves. The true definition of a heat wave is 3 or more days of 90 plus. Now, as I'm making this recording now, for example, Central Park is at 89, but all the rest of the reporting stations in and around the city, they are 90 or above. So some areas are going to have true heat wave criteria, others are not, but it really doesn't matter because the main story is that we are going to have a hot week. This is going to be the hottest week of the summer for the tri-state area by far. We don't have that weather pattern that has persisted over the northeast part of the United States, almost protecting us from prolonged heat because of that jet stream kicking out the very hot air every couple of days. That's not going to be the case. In fact, today many places will see 90 or above, and we'll get back to the temperatures in just a second, but I wanted to show you that the next chance of rain will probably be around Thursday, and this will not change our air mass appreciably, even though it's a frontal passage. So this is Thursday afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms a possibility everywhere because we do have the mechanism to at least start firing them off. Not everybody will see them, but at least there's a chance, and then it's just hot Friday into Saturday. Now, Sunday looks intriguing because we've got this front coming down from the north, and that can kind of suppress the sea breeze on the island and stymie any stabilizing of the air before the front gets in. So I would watch out for a storm more widespread Sunday than maybe Thursday, just because of the configuration of everything and the way that front is coming down from the north. Now, speaking of the north, here is our good model friend, the Canadian model. And what it shows here is the jet stream for this coming Thursday. And you can see that the jet stream that was protecting us, it goes up into Canada. And this is by the time we get into Saturday, and you can see that that hot and humid air is dominating still with the jet stream to the north, and it's basically over Hudson Bay. But by the time we get into next week, around Monday or Tuesday, you can see that that northern branch is trying to press in again, and we could deal with a stubborn frontal boundary around next Monday or Tuesday that doesn't want to get out of here so fast. So that will kind of blunt the heat for next Monday into Tuesday, and then we'll have to wait and see by around the time we hit the 29th. Do we go back to the old pattern next week where it's every 2 days the heat comes in and goes out? That would be a welcome sight for many who do dislike the heat. So until then, though, we have a very persistent temperature pattern. And that temperature pattern is going to favor hot, humid weather. Now look at these temperature forecasts for today. 93 for Central Park. I don't think we're going to quite get there. But in and around the city, plenty of 90s showing up regardless. And then for tomorrow, we dial it up a notch with that humidity coming up. The dew points were actually pretty reasonable today. Not so for Wednesday and then especially Thursday, preceding that little disturbance that comes through. So Thursday could be very downright oppressive with the dew point and the heat. And then we drop the humidity level again for Friday, but it doesn't really affect the temperatures all that much as we're stuck in the 90s. Even out on the island, it looks like we will touch 90, even out in Suffolk County. And then for Saturday, much of the same. And then the humidity starts coming back up again for Sunday before that next frontal system comes in with perhaps more widespread showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon and evening on Sunday. And then Monday, this front might actually get stuck, and that may spell a problem for Monday in terms of figuring out the temperatures and also figuring out what's going to happen with rain chances, because I do think that there could be some scattered showers around just sticking around for Monday. So that'll have to be updated as we go along. It'll be interesting to see how next week turns out, but until we get that break into Sunday, watch out for pretty high levels of heat. This will be the hottest week of the summer so far, and we will have to just remain cool for the balance of this week until we can get some relief by next Monday.